disperse them.
You have a right to your protest. Yes. But what we are saying is we should abide by the Constitution, we should abide by the law. The law says there are 2 designated places for protest. If you go outside that, you are already doing what is outside the law. And that will not be nice. Why not we make an arrangement to go to the right place?
Where is the right
and
place?
Ganifa Aimi Park.
Just coming from there.
Why are we not? What's happened there?
Yeah, everything is fine. You see,
then, but you know that this place is not part of.
I'm not aware. We only came here to check if our people are here.
Meanwhile, businesses and vehicular movement appear skeletal in the division due to the protest. The Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Adegoke Fayode, says the nationwide protest has been relatively calm in the state. The CP says this while monitoring protests at Ganifawa Aimi Park, Lekki Tollgate, Surulere, Mushin, Oshodi, Ogba, and other areas. Fayode, who assured protesters and residents of adequate security, adds that the agitators need to obey the subsisting order of the court, which stated that they should converge on Ganifawa Aimi and Peace Park. The Lagos Police Boss also embarked on aerial surveillance to monitor some strategic places in the state. Meanwhile, some group who claim not to be aware of the court order restricting protesters to 2 locations took their activities to Ikeja Underbridge, Lagos State House of Assembly Complex, Alausa, and Ogba. Another group of civil society are calling on protesters to ensure peaceful procession and devoid of violence. They were speaking at their converging point at Alausa Secretariat. Omololu Rosanwo has the details.
On a normal day, Alausa Secretariat and its environs is usually a beehive of activities, but the protest tagged End Bad Governance has caused movement restriction. Even the Lagos State Secretariat is deserted, but with security presence at its entrance to forestall any unforeseen circumstances. These civil groups have chosen to make use of the Alausa Secretariat bus stop to make their points clear. They say they are not against any protest to express their minds, but theirs is that it must not turn violent.
We are consolidating our democracy. Let's give them space to be able to judge them. As a professional, as a chartered public administrator and a blue scientist, I know there's a gestation period. Once the gestation period is over, we begin to ask those questions. But let's give him time to balance and understand what he's doing. So coming earlier is premature, and it tends to appear as if it's insinuated and is promoted as instigated.
They are also asking the government at all tiers to listen to the hues and cries of Nigerians.
The president must be assertive on agriculture. He must be assertive on power sector and security. Assertive in the sense that the state should take up responsibility. The power sector by state, no, it's on the table. The governors are not taking it. The farmland, the president just said that all states must be known with one crop or the other. He just said it now. And that's what we are following. It is irresponsible radicalism to say that I see nothing in government. It's irresponsible radicalism.
It is expected that the protest will put the government and the governed on their toes to ensure a better society. Omololu Rosanwo, LTV News.
Meanwhile, the Nigeria Bar Association has established legal support services teams across the country to offer free legal services to protesters whose fundamental rights may be breached during the nationwide protest that started today. President of the NBA, Yakubu Maikiao, directed all chairpersons of the 130 branches of the association to ensure that their respective human rights committee take up observed or reported cases of breach of fundamental rights of any citizen, harassment, intimidation, or torture perpetrated by law enforcement agents, the protester, or other identified members of the public in the course of the protest. Chairperson of the NBA branches have also been directed to set up situation monitoring committees to monitor and report activities and interactions between law enforcement agents and protesters. The NBA has also set up an online monitoring form to be filled out by persons whose rights are breached. In sports, Nigeria's The Tigers will today take on host France in their second Group B game of the women's basketball event of the ongoing Paris 2024 Olympic Games. They back them up as they battle the African champions. And that's the news at this hour. For more stories, connect with Lagos Television on this social media platform. Thanks for staying with us. Please remember to call the Lagos State toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. I am Aminat Elegushi. See you again at 4 p.m.
Station of the Lagos Blue Rail Line. This project was commissioned in January 2023 by former President Muhammadu Buhari and the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The station was opened for commercial operations in September 2023. This electric rapid transit line commutes passengers from the island to the mainland. Have you had an experience on the train? Well, boarding the Blue Rail requires certain processes. Join me as I guide you through the boarding process. Come along with me.
Hop on the blue train, destination unknown. Feel the rhythm of the track, let your worries be blown. Windows down, wind in your hair, just let go. Leave your troubles behind, let the train take control.
The first process to boarding the Blue Rail is to get your card, and if you do not have a card, you can purchase one at the ticket office. Well, I have gotten my card, and you see this card can also be used for the BR